Hey there, how's it going? Just going to make a little shack on the beach, and I thought I'd make a recording of it at the same time. Not part of the Auto Club series, it's a different build entirely, but I'm just put my avatar here where I'm going to actually build the shack. Just as a background, I made this island the other day to open for the players. I made it out of a few islands stuck together. So this is an island here. I think that's one. This is a sand covered island. So these are the grass ones. The texture is like this. It's got like grass on it. And then I used a few, because it's a sandy beach. So I used a few sand ones. This one, and this one on the end there. That's the same island, just made different sizes, resized. I put another one over here with some trees on it, which you can go and sunbake on. And the entrance is over here. There's the entrance there. So you sort of come in. Basically, I used to open this beach a very long time ago in 3DX Chat, and it was a copy. We used to be able to clone the public maps, and there was a public beach which is sort of a bit like this. They've opened a new one now. They changed it. So, but it used to be like this. You sort of come in some bushes, and it'd be like a dead end. Or it was a dead end on this end. It was like a little pathway, and you came in, and then the beach was on here, the mountain was on the right up there, and then there was the sea to the left, whereas the new beach goes that way. So you come in and you're actually looking there, and the sea's on the right, the mountain's on the left. There was a pier on the left which you could dive off, but we don't have that animation to use, so I can't do that. So I put a yacht at the end of it and stuck a bed and a couch in it, so people can shag in it if they want. A little walkway made out of metal off the end of the pier. Some rocks. The rocks are generally put because I had to add a bunch of extra stuff around the island to make the beaches, different shapes. And I had a lot of joins which weren't very pretty, so I just camouflaged them with rocks. I mean, that's why there's this line of rocks here, because there's a really ugly join there. But you know, when you're on the beach and there's rocks, it just looks normal. So some deck chairs and drinks. Oh yeah, well that's the way it used to be. Was there was a pier, and then further up there was some deck chairs on the right. Then right up the end there was a volleyball court thing, like a net, and you could actually play volleyball, but I didn't put that in. And then around the corner there was a cove. So I've sort of made a rough sketch of what it was, so that I can open it with the beach that used to be there for the guys. And then up here I've put a mountaintop platform with a teleport. I've worked out the teleport in another video. I explained I hadn't used it yet because it's a new thing I haven't seen before, but I've used that, so that's what that is. So I can teleport from down. I put a little arrow here, so if you're coming from, I'll get to the building in a second. So if you want to go up to the mountain, you just go up this sort of easy part here, naturally follow that direction, and then you'll see the arrow. And if you click that and walk right up to it and over the top of this blue thing, you teleport up to the platform, to this part. And then the way it works, I found out, is if you can go both directions. So if you walk away from it and disable it and then walk back over it again, you'll teleport back down to the other one. So that's quite good. So this is a little platform you can lie on in the sun. This is when I open the room, I usually sit up here. and watch everything from up here. So yeah, that's the island, and I want it basically to be like a not a deserted island as much as an unspoilt sort of wildernessy sort of just getting out into the great outdoors, away from civilization. In this game there are so many rooms with music and clubs and bars, and it's yeah, there's buildings, there's usually inside something, or if it's a beach, it's a resort, it's got a bar, it's got a building and structures and stuff like that. There's enough stuff for what's there already. I'm opening a place that's sort of like more of a getaway, so I don't even have music now. I've just got a stream of the ocean noise and some birds in the background. So when you arrive here, it's just like, you breathe out and you're just in this sort of you're in the middle of nowhere. You're just sort of like on an empty beach, and it's sort of like you've escaped from the city, escaped from civilization. It's just a place to sort of unwind, and because it's got no music, it's just got ambient noise. It sort of sets it apart from the other ones a little bit. So as a result, I put in the, where is it? In the yacht over here, I put the bed and that. I want to put another bed on the island. I had a request yesterday that when someone was here, could I put a couch on the island, on some sand somewhere, and a bed somewhere else? And I said, well, there's one in the boat already. I don't really want to put too much on this island, because then the more I put on, the more it's just going to become like everything else. So you can see the line there where I put that bed. That line just there. Can't do much about that. From down here it doesn't look too bad. When you're on, yeah, looks like a shadow or something. I did my best. So I don't want to put buildings, I don't want to really even put heaps of plants. I've got this many plants. I put these palm trees in and these bushes, just so that it's a little bit lush where you come in. But the rest of it, I sort of want it more like wildernessy, like I'm in the middle of nowhere feel. Over time I may put some more trees here and there. I don't think so though, because it's sort of, the terrain doesn't really lend itself to that, the mountainous stuff. And if you're coming along the beach and you see a tree, I could put maybe some bushes somewhere, but really I don't think it needs it. So I don't want to put buildings anywhere, but I thought I could put like a shack structure here. So let's start. First thing to do when you're building something is work out exactly where you want to put it. I know that sounds sort of obvious, but that's the first thing, and it's always helpful to visualize in your head exactly what you're going to do a little bit before you do it, or even well before you do it, and just mull it over. And get an idea of what you're doing. So before I've even started, I've picked this spot very carefully. I could have put it anywhere. I was going to put it around, if I put it around here too far, it's too close to everything else. I sort of wanted it to feel isolated on the other side of the island, and the island isn't that small, isn't that big. Actually, it's not really that big. So it feels bigger than it is. So when you're down here running around the beach, you come to the end here. You can go right around both directions. You can actually walk through here, right? You can walk along here. Then you come to here, and this is the opposite side of the island from the other side. You can see the tower over there. So I thought here would be nice. See where I'm standing here? Okay. if you watch me as you're walking along, if I'll pretend that I'm the shack, right? And as you come along, boom, here I sort of appear from behind this little ridge that's part of this mountain map. So as you come along, it provides a nice little 3D realism thing where it's sort of just it's sort of revealed as you come along. You can't see it as you're walking along, but as you're walking along the beach, you'll see it sort of appear from behind the hills. You go, oh, there's over there. The other direction, you come from here, you come around this big one, and you're going to go over this way because you're walking the beach. But where am I? Oh yeah, I'm over, it's here. So you're going to see it in the distance over there, and then as you come around here, it disappears, and then come around here and it appears from behind. See how I appear? It appears from behind that little ridge there. So I think that's going to be quite pretty and quite natural looking. It looks secluded, just gives it a secluded sort of vibe, which is what I want. I want it to feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. So that's the placement. So before I've even started putting even one stick of anything down, I know exactly where it is and what it's going to look like from a distance, okay, and how I want it to appear in relation to everything else. Alright, so I think that's one thing. Now secondly, and quite importantly, I've already decided what it's going to look like roughly. I don't know until I build it what it's going to look like. But I've got an idea, and I think it's going to be basically, I want it to be some sort of rundown ramshackle shack that looks like someone threw it together or is falling apart. So I don't want it to look new, I don't want it to look like someone just put it together, because, you know, then it's more civilization, and I don't want it to be civilization. I want it to be sort of like abandoned, you know. It's like there's no one here, and there hasn't been anyone here for a long time, but you found this old shack that just appeared out of nowhere, and you think, oh okay, I can use that. But it still gives you the feel when you're in it that there's no one around, okay? Because the object is to really relax and unwind and feel like you're away from everything. So you keep that in mind the whole time, or I'm keeping that in mind the whole time I'm building on this island, that it's got to go with the purpose of the island. Okay, so I'm thinking something that's sort of about not too big. It's got to be big enough for a bed inside. This person wants a couch on the sand. Am I yelling? Sorry. This person wants a couch on the sand, so I'll put a couch maybe at the front of it, like some people put couches out the front of their porches. I'll put it on the sand here. Inside, it's got to be big enough that the bed fits. It's got a bit more room to walk around and do things on the floor, practically speaking, and also that when you're inside, you can move around. You can move around like this, pan around, and you're not hitting walls and stuff. You're not going backwards through things or anything. You can see the whole room from an okay sort of distance. It's not cramped, basically. So that's the size. Structure wise, I think very simple. I decided I'm just going to build a couple of posts for a floor, because the ground is all over the place. It's not flat. So I thought I'd make some little legs for it to sit on and some steps to go up to it. A little square frame or whatever for the floor with one strut across it, so it sort of looks like it's real. And then the back and the sides I'll have as just walls. The front I'll have a door and a window in, so when you're in it you can see out, you can see the beach more. So there'll be a window like here and maybe a door like here. And the walls themselves I'm not going to have completely closed in. I'm going to have like random boards if I can, sort of with gaps and stuff, so it looks, and maybe a big gap or something. The roof, I'm thinking sort of on an angle, like one of those sheds that goes back, so it's lower at the back than it is at the top. One of those sort of things. I did think I could do like a triangle-y sort of tent thing, but then I thought, no, it might look better if it's sort of up and down. So let's start. I'll leave myself there so I can work out the size, I think. So let's get our... First thing I'm going to do is make a shape which I can use to like as a measuring thing, just to put everything else around and then get rid of it. We'll use it as an invisible floor. I'm thinking if I've got gaps in the floor as well, if I decide to do that, that they may cause problems when you're walking in it, so I might just put an invisible floor over the top of everything so that it functions properly. So I go like this, and just I need to swivel it around a little bit. Oops. Like that. So from here, you're coming up. It's a bit more. Make it a wood or something. Any wood will do. So this is where basically I want you to see it from. Is it straight? No. I want it sort of like that way. Like that. So when you're here, yeah. Okay. So you're down here, can't see it, can't see it, you see it, and you see it, oops, can't see it, alright, where am I? Okay, so this is, and I don't want the legs too high, so I'm going to lower it down, maybe like that. See how it's really on an angle with the land? So I decided I need to put it on legs. It might be okay like that, I think. Alright, so size wise, if I get a bed out, I'll probably use the crappiest looking bed I can find, which will be that one. Oh, I'm going to get another bed. No, I made one in the dungeon at the Auto Club. I'm going to use that. It's just like a mattress looking thing. It'll be better than a bed. No. But for the time being, I'm just going to use this bed as a guide because it's the same size as the other one. Because I made that bed to match the bed command, which is the same size as a normal bed. So that's a bed. Can I just stand on the there? Right. Then I want this wider. So I'm just working out the actual size of the shack. It can't be too big. It can't be too crampy though, so is that wide enough? Maybe. Is that wider that way? That's wide enough that way. I think that's about the size you'd want it, or a bit bigger. A little bit bigger. I don't want it to be a big shack. I want it to be a sort of a little one. But you still need to be able to do things inside it. It's a bit. Let's That's a bit big for my liking. Bring that in there. The door is going to be, I think, here. And there's just going to be basically a bed in it with some bottles on the floor, I think, just to look like it's just been used and someone's left it there. Left the bottles there. I think that's about big enough. I really don't want it to be too big or grand. I want it to just look... Yep. Okay, that'll do. Alright, so that's the floor space. That's how big I want it. So you come in here, too small it'll be too cramped, and then too big it won't look like a little tiny cabin, like a little shack. It'll look more like a cabin or a house or something. You know. Alright, so some space to walk at the end of the bed. Here, here. Yeah. Yeah. That should be okay. Alright. Alright, now while I'm leaving that exactly, I'm going to use this as a guide, so I'll change the materials back to white so I can see other things through it. And I'm going to use this as my leveling guide, and I may keep it as the floor as well later. So we want a new, I'm going to use not the new ones. If I use, there's two cubes you can use. What's this one? What's that one? Ah, that's a new one. I haven't seen that one. It's got like round edges on the... It's got round edges on the sides but not on the top. This one's got... This one's got round edges everywhere. So it's got round edges. I think if it's really old, it's supposed to be old and worn out, I probably want at least round corners. So I might use this one for wood. It'll have wood on it, so it'll be like that, you know, something like that. Okay. So. So well actually I'll change it back to wood. Which is the one I just used, that one. That one. Okay. I might use that one for the boards as well. Just make them different colours. What do we got? We got, it's too new. A lot of them are too nice and new. That one. People would use that, but it's a little bit, I might use that as a secondary texture to make them look even more different, so that's like random pieces of wood someone's tacked onto the wall to make it, like, cover it up. No. This one's good. I'll go through. No. That one's also okay. That one and that one I can make use of maybe. No. Oh, that one? No. Definitely not. No. Oh, this one's good too. I can make some floorboards out of that. It goes both ways. So I might try that. Here's another one I can use. It looks sort of rough. It's got to be rough and worn out. No. Alright, so I've got that one. I've got that one. That one. That one. Alright. Okay. So I'll use, just for now, I'll use, I think I'll use this one just for the posts and for most of it, and then the other, if I want to add some interest on the different boards that I'm going to put on it, I'll probably use different ones, but I'll use this for the main wood, and I'll probably make it like a dark brown, like that, not so red, but it's too red. It's too orange. It's a bit dark. Maybe that. Try that. Alright. Okay. Something like that. I want it dark anyway, to contrast against the sand. Alright. I don't want it to blend in too much with the sand. I want it to stand out. Alright, so we'll turn it round, get it even with the edge of what we want as our floor. So just get that. I've left the chat on again for you. I'll do it all the time. So you can have a giggle. That's right, I think. Yep. Alright, so I want four posts. How thick they are, I'm not sure about. Maybe that. Is that too thick? So if you want to deselect something and don't want to select anything, click the sky. So I don't want to delete islands or anything like that. So is that thick enough? Yep. That looks sort of solid enough to hold up a house, doesn't it, or a shed? Yep. Alright. So then we have. Alright, so copy that. So we just want basically one of those on each corner. So using the yellow box. If I tend to sort of repeat things over and over, like this is how I'm doing whatever, it's for the benefit of someone that hasn't seen any other videos. So I'm just grabbing this little yellow box here. I'm using the move tool, which is this one. I'm just using the contrast between this piece and this piece to work out exactly where it is. And I want this on the outside of the floor, so I'm just getting that there. quick, whoops, I'll just make sure that the bottom of it is right. I don't really need it coming, yeah, that's that one fine. See how the edges of those are sort of rounded, see? So it looks more weathered, like it would be if it was here. You know how the ocean treats everything, it's terrible. Alright, so that's, oops, copy. Copy. Here. It's just going to be a little, tiny little post. Like that. Get the leg up because we don't need really long legs under the island. Just need a little one. Oops. Oops. Okay. And then that one doesn't need one, but I'm going to put one anyway. Because I want to. Why is that twisted? Why is that? Oh, okay, that's because that's in the corner. That's fine. It goes like there. Ah, it goes into the ground. That's fine though, because no one's going to stand there. Okay, so then we want to make our cross supports. So I think the time has come to remove. Alright, you come over there. Alright, I'm going to move this. I'm going to move. Oops. I'm going to move out the way, far away, so I don't have to deal with that. The bed, I'm going to also move over there. So I've got my that's not right. Oh yeah, is it? Yeah, see what I mean? It's like that looks totally lower, but when you've got your straight, bit over the top of it, it's perfect. See? That's why that was a good idea. Oops. So, but here, it doesn't look weird. It doesn't look anything like the same height. Okay. Alright, now I want to make some just basic framework. So we're going to copy that. We're going to lift that up. We're going to twist it over, put on snap rotate, snap angle, put 45 degrees. That ain't right. It is right, but I've twisted it on a different angle now. It's not going to work. If I just go like this, it's going to be on a really weird angle. That way, the corner. So what I'll do, just check that's the only one I've got there. Yep. Alright, I'm going to have to make a new one. I don't want that. I want this. So I might just have to resize it. Alright, so I need, because then when I put on snap rotate, it will rotate perfectly with the flat side exactly right. Alright, and then I can turn that off and I can rotate it. Oh, actually. That's right, is it? No, I can line it up anyway. Turn that off. Center. Yeah, I can do it this way. Like that. And then that. That's pretty good. I don't want it to be perfect, but I need the structure to look like it's a real structure. So, and I want that a little. That might be okay, the size actually, for the floor. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the same as the posts, does it? Alright, we'll take that. Materials was this one. We want it that way. Which is a nice new thing they've just done. They've done XY axis. It used to be only the one way. But for a bar, it needs to be like that, because it's a piece of wood on its side. Okay, and the colour picker was that one? Is that right? Yep. Okay. Put you over there. Yep. Right. So we want you basically just under the pole, I would imagine, like that, because you'd be putting boards on the top of it. So that's fine. And then we want to copy that, put another one at the back. Like that. It's quite amazing that that is actually the same height, but it looks so different. It's the way the system draws, I suppose. That way. And then we want to copy another one and flip that round 90 degrees. And then change that to the other axis, I guess. Oh, it matters not, because it's on an angle. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No. Okay, doesn't matter. So take that over there. Lining it up here with the post on the corner, like that, getting the ends right, and I'll copy it over to the other side, like that. Alright, and then copy it over. It's no good. Oh, I made that the wrong length. Wow, it's in the not in exactly the same spot as the other one. So that's fine. Alright, so we've got our frame. Over a little bit more. Yep. Okay. So that's the frame for our shack. So we can run around it. Always checking for functionality when you're building. I'll constantly check if it's in the right spot, what you can do, if you can move around it, if it's the right size, what that sort of stuff. Right size compared to the surroundings and stuff. Alright, so we'll save this to file. Save to file. I've already created a new file for this work, so Beach Public Pudding in Shack, 20th of June. Save. Yep. Alright. So now we want to put some frames around it. I think I'll just use these ones and copy them and make them again, but make them a bit smaller. So, and just for the record, I've never made a shack before. I've never done this before, so I'm learning as I go. So that's sort of, is that the right? I think it would be a little thinner for a corner. Yeah, so this isn't something I've made before. It's something I'm making from scratch. I think that looks about right for the corner. Oops. Alright, so put that in. Height wise, I've got no idea. I guess I wanted it sort of higher at the front than at the back. Let me run up. Run along the edge of it. Alright, that's way too high. We need it about, again, this is why I keep harping on about having the avatar with you when you're building. I mean, I could park him at the entrance and then just go and build, but I wouldn't really know what size I was doing because it's not in relation to anything. If I know exactly, all the avatars in this game are exactly the same size, men and women, so I know that if I've got my avatar there, I can work out how big everything is around them, and it'll look realistic. So how's that? If I'm in here and the roof is up here, yeah, I wanted to slope it backwards anyway, like a little bit. So how does it look from here? I think the height's really quite important on this. I can be higher than that. Hang on. It can be a little higher. Up to there. With a door here and a window here. That's about the right height, I think. Because I want to lower it on an angle. So from the side it sort of looks down like this, sloping, which means that when I'm at the back on the bed, it's got to be still enough headroom to use it. So let me copy that and move that. Oops, what happened? Copy. back, put it in the right way. Hard to see, but out there. And then I want this down like on an angle a bit like that. So from a distance it sort of looks like this sort of stuff. It's not really, if I put it too low, it's going to not be enough room. That's where the bed is and all the action is. So if that's the front, I can make it a little higher. Yeah, not any higher than that. How's that? The back. That's high enough to stand up and look like it's still a roof. Maybe a little lower. So the roof, I'm just imagining that's about right. That'll be enough room for the roof to look at the bed and stuff. Alright, so I might go with that. Yeah, that's a nice. Okay, alright, try that. So we copy both of those over to the other side. And I've got a. That's right. I mean, I care about the structure, the actual frame of it, but I don't care about the look of the rest of it. Doesn't have to be that perfect. So, okay. I would really like to see the roof on it before I keep going. So copy that. I'll use this as a roof because it's in the right angle. Lift that up. Lift that up. I've got to. Got to lift it up. It's going to be a bit strange. I've got to basically do it like that. And then lift it. Too much. It's handy though, I can use these as a marker to see if it's even or not. No, a bit more. Try that. Yeah, that's about the angle I want, I think. A bit more. Again, if it's crooked, it doesn't matter so much. Because it's the angle, I can't just tilt it with one line. I think that's about right. That'll do. That'll do. It's a tiny bit. There you go. So that's the roof. Oh yeah. Okay. Put some tin on it. There's some corrugated iron in here. I think. No? Oh yeah, that one. Doesn't look the best. It's on an angle. Can't do much about that. Might have to use something else. Rust. Clay. I don't want one piece of wood though. If I use one piece of wood, it will look. Oh, actually, it might look alright. I was thinking a tin roof, but because of the angle it's on, it looks a bit stupid. A rusty piece of. No. Yeah, it's like. I was going to use that type of stuff, but it looks odd because it's on an angle. So I think I'm going to have to go with definitely not, no metal. That would be hot anyway, wouldn't it? I'll just use any old wood. Caulking. Let me see. It's too nice. Oh, well that's on an angle, but it sort of looks okay, doesn't it? So I might leave that. What about with the colour picker? That might work. It's wood. Yeah, from the outside. I don't. It's the walls I want to have as boards, not the roof. Okay, just make it a bit thinner, thicker. So maybe a little lighter. Okay, no, that'll do for a roof, I guess. I just wanted a metal roof. I'm not going to get one, am I? That's the one I was going to do. It's a bit too shiny anyway. Okay, so we'll just do wood. Got that wood. Yeah, that's. I want it sort of mismatched. I don't want it to look too much all the same. That one will do. That will do. That'll do. That's better. Okay, so now I want the floor in, and I'm going to make basically I'm going to make, let me make some boards. Let me make another one of these, copy that over. Oops. Alright. So I want to make a board shape. Alright. Is it the right thickness? Maybe. Okay. Get that over there. And I'm going to basically have holes in it. Not maybe the first one. Not maybe the first one, but so I'll use this as my template. I'll use that one as my template. So copy that. Is it thick enough? Yep. A little bit thick actually. Okay, that'll do. Right, so that's my template. Right, so that one can go goodbye. This one, I'll copy that and keep that one. Right. So they're the right thickness. Alright, so then the first one, we want to just get the position right. And I'll do the colours last, I think, otherwise I'll get confused. Alright, so then we copy that one, we move it a little bit over and maybe just around on a slight angle. Not that much of an angle. Pivot for this one, and then pivot it around. Okay. Yep. So I've got a bit of a gap there, quite a bad gap, so you can see through the floor. Okay, and then do another one, copy that one, move that over. Like that. Another one, am I doing the ends right? Yep. Copy another one, just leave a normal gap. Actually, that one. Yeah, hang on. I think that one's a little too angled. Too much. I want an angle, but I just actually it's a fraction, only a fraction less. Yeah, and then move it over like that, and get rid of that one then. tilt that around a bit more. Like that. Yeah, and then copy that one. Oops. That's too long again, I forgot. Better too long than not long enough. And then copy that one, and then just another gap, just a normal gap, a bigger one, like that. And then I think like that. And maybe leave the end off. Well then I'd want a round end. I'd want a round end. No, don't do that. Don't worry about it. I was thinking have a hole in the floor, but there's enough holes enough as it is. This one, move it back. Like a bit more like that. Actually, just move that one right back. Yeah, that's better. It's just to suggest holes in the floor. Wait, leave it. Like that. Yeah. And then that one's fine. Or is it? Yeah, it's fine. So then we copy this one over. That. And then we want another crooked one. We went crooked that way, so I'll go crooked. That way. This one's bothering me. It's better. And then this one, copy. Never done this before. I'll have to spin that round the other way. The other way. It's just got a gap there. Oh, the bed will be there anyway. The bed will be in that corner anyway. What have I done? Maybe that. And then one more. Yeah, that'll do. Just gives the idea it's just there's holes in the floor. I think this one can come over like that. And then this one I'll copy. Just to fill the end in. So we've got a last board. What's that look like? What's happened? Oh, that's sort of okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do, I guess. I'd like another gap here. Yeah. I'll just spin that. Spin this one around. Like that. The floor works okay, doesn't seem to have a problem. That sort of looks like a shack, doesn't it? Floor, speaking. Okay, and then just go. That one, I don't know why that's like, that doesn't matter. Hang on, hang on. This has got to go the other way. Because you won't see that anyway, because the bed's going to be there. Like that. Oh, how was it? No, yeah, I have that there. Alright, that'll do fine. That'll do, yep. I'll put the bed in, it'll look like that. Yeah. Okay, that's alright. Yep. The pitch of the roof is fine. Okay. So now I've got to do boards. I'm going to do the boards out of this stuff that I did them out of. And maybe a tiny bit paler than the poles. Alright, let me get the floor texture done. So move that out. Oops. Get the floor texture done. That one, 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 and that one. Just go, where was it? Pardon me. It's not that one, is it? No. It's this one. Yeah, that's no good because it's on a funny angle. I have to use the same as the roof. You can see through the floor, that's good. I'll make them darker. So, just maybe a black and more of a black and white. Oops. it doesn't go black and white. That'll do. Or is it too? It needs to be lighter. Things sort of bleach out at the beach, don't they? What is there? There's that one. That's terrible. That's terrible. It's too clean. That's wrong. That's wrong. Unless I twist it around, but then I want the front to face this way. So I don't have that luxury that I can't. Yeah, I can't. So it's the whole way that I want it to look from the distance. When you're coming around here. So you see nothing, then it appears in the distance. Okay. So I think that's no. That's a no. Caulking. If you made the colour really no. That would be great if it went the right way, but it doesn't. It's on a funny angle. Yeah, I'm trying to get a wood pattern that doesn't have a... That one's close. That one's that the grain is too obvious. It's too shiny and new. That's too shiny and new. Yeah, I think this one is the only one I can really... I could just use that as a floor and not put the gaps in, I guess. I might, maybe I just use, yeah, I can put the gaps, I wanted lots and lots of gaps. That's my timer from when I had my collagen so I can eat something. Oh fuck, let me think. I don't know if these gaps are that great anyway. I think the gaps in the floor they work if I had better texture on it, but I think this texture work, and I can make this really pale as well, pale it right out, looks better even on an angle I think as floorboards in here. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll keep that as a group and shunt it out of the way in case, because I had trouble getting it to getting the angles. I'll put this in as just a flat floor, it's a solid floor rather, and I think it'll look just better, even though it's on an angle. I think the texture itself looks a bit more like the sort of floorboards you'd expect. Alright, so like that, and then I think that looks better. Yeah. Oops. It just looks better as a floor. So I'll leave that. I'll leave that as it is. Okay. Then we want to do I'll do the front first. I can put the gap part can go into the walls. Alright. Yeah. What I might do is I might make some, like, leave out some. So I might make it as if it's properly made with this kind of stuff on it. Right. And then sort of like this stuff. That might work. Anyway, let's make our front. Copy. Move over. Change the color so I can see what I'm doing. Make it that. Put that there. Alright, I want very simple. That. Will that be a problem, having that with that? Yeah, no, I'm not going to use that. No. Oops. I'm not using that. I need it to go, I needed the edges to be straight so they go right up and join into that. Unless I have a, hang on. So I have that there. I do that. And that needs to come down. That. They're all the same, aren't they? So just leveling it. Down. Alright. That's fine. Alright, now I can, is it up? Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. I'll probably need to do I realise I put the roof on, but I haven't put a frame, so let me copy that. And put that there as well. And then I'm going to need spin that around. Put that on. I can put tin on the side here. Would that look any good? What do I? Is that too much? I can put tin. No. Forget that. I want it really simple. So change that to that. Close. That'll do. That. Did I delete it? No. Move it over. To the other side. Okay, and then put it's not right. That will do. Right. So put that one and that one. Use our frame pattern with our original colour on it. Okay, so now we've got our frame. I should save that. Save to file, beach, public, putting in shack. Okay, so now I want to make the, hard to see, there we go, it's a bit better, so that colour's okay. management lights. It's really just a shack. Anyway, alright, so I wanted a straight piece, didn't I? Like this. I'll use this because it's on the right angle already. Oops. And I can just change it to fit. So there. That way. I want to have up and downs over the door. As thick as a, lift it up. Make it as thick as a plank. Yeah. Goes up into the, so door is here. A little bit higher than that. I want to be able to see, you want to be able to see when you're in the bed, you want to be able to see out enough. So just go like that. Maybe. Down a bit. Yeah. Alright. So what if I just go like this? No. I want to make it that one. Alright, and then copy that. Hang on. Just like that. No. Yeah. So I just want a few of those with gaps. That's one. It's going to be difficult because it's on an angle. That'll do. Then another one. And another one. Fuck off. And another one like that. And then another one. Like that. Okay. No, it's too even. It's too even. That one's too big. So bigger gap. Oh, hang on, this one can go over to the left, make a bigger gap there. And then we have that as a I might do the colours last, yeah. I'll do the colours last. This one can go all the way down. To make the door, so therefore I need another one. Copy that across. Yeah, that'll do. That's the door, right? And then we're just going to make. Take this one here, I'm going to copy it, we're going to move it over just a fraction, and we're going to put the sideways texture on it, like that, because these ones are palings going down, this one's a paling going across, and then we're just going to go all the way across. Okay, set that right into there. Yeah. That'll do. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that door's big enough, isn't it? Plenty. That lower it down, put a gap, copy that, lower it down, a smaller gap. I want a window. To window about there. So copy that, move it down very close, move that over to there. It and move the other half. Oh, don't move it over, just go like that way, and that way. I want a fairly large window, so you can still see the ocean from inside it. So that sounds about right. So then copy that one. Oh no, hang on, making the window. No, that one. Copy both of those, copy both of those, copy both. I'm intentionally making like gaps, like uneven gaps, so it looks sort of normal, like it looks, yeah. I might have to move that one up a bit. That's about where you'd want the window to stop. So then we get this one, copy Copy that. Bring that one down. Bring it really close to the... So we're making the door at the same time. Copy that. A bit more of a gap. And then copy that. Like that. And then just raise up the... Okay. That's sort of right. Does it look like a shack? That window's a little bit low. Or it's not. I think it's just low. Better? Maybe. Okay. And what I'm going to do to make the walls, I'm going to just copy those. Copy. And then spin it around. And then plaster it in like that and see what I can do. Like that. This one goes there, this one goes... It's not sticking out, is it? No. Oh, that one is. There we go. It can have a hole. No one cares. I can bring that down anyway. This one goes all the way across now. That one goes all the way across. That one goes all the way across. That one. That one. That one. Alright. Oh yeah. I don't think I need to put boards on the sides and shit. I need to put a door frame. It looks stupid. That one. Oops. Shit. That one needs to move up. I need to put a window and a door frame in, unfortunately. I think I'll just leave it with the gaps like it's got. Maybe. I was hoping that it was like a little bit more fallen apart looking than this, but it's looking a bit too good. but I don't think anyone's going to notice. Oops. I can probably take one board off one side. And I'm going to take how high is the back? Take that one, 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 and that one. Copy them and shunt them back. So that one can go, that one can go, that one goes right across, that one goes right across, that one goes right across, across, that one goes right across, and that one goes right across. Yeah, okay. I mean, the gaps are sort of all the same, but I can change that. I can go like, oops, shit. I can change that. Get that one and lower it to do the opposite, like that. This one I can just make that a little higher, like that. So they don't look exactly the same. This one I can lower. This one's a bit even, so lift that up a bit, lift that up. This one. I want sort of something on an angle here. I think this one I'm going to delete. No, this one I'm going to, no, don't delete it. Just go, tilt it up. Just a bit. Oh, it's all sticking out. It's no good. Well, I can do an easy fix for that. I'll just go like this. Yeah. And here. There we go. No, still the same. It's fine. Alright, that's on an angle. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I just want to see from inside. I just want to see a bit of holes and stuff. Like it's okay. So I'm going to have to make a little frame for the door. So I use this one I've got selected and make it like just smaller. Make it narrower. Like that. It's easier if it's on a funny angle and I want to shunt it over. If I use the move one, the arrows are all on funny angles now, and the only option I've got is to use this yellow one or these boxes to try and drag it, but it's going to move out of place, and I want it to be exactly over here. So the option you've got is to, if I want to make another one over here, I'll just copy that one. The only problem is I'm going to have to remake the width. Copy that one and then just drag it over there, and then drag, and that will be the same direction, the right direction. But I've just got to then look at them and make sure, like eyeball it and see if it's the same one. And the same for the top. So just repeat it again, copy it again, lift it up and drag it across like that. Up. And that one should be the other yeah. I'll leave that paler. Alright. Right, so we've got our door frame, and then we copy that, and that. Oh, I can't. Got to remake it. Alright, so copy that over here, because it's on an angle. I can't really drag it around much. Oh, you would have a, no, it's a house. Oh, get carried away. Copy the bottom. And then copy copy to there. Oops. Sort of a frame, isn't it? Yep. Oh, it's a little bit. Okay. Then we want to make all of these the same color as the rest of it, I think. So just copy all of the palings. I was going to make them a bit paler, but we'll see once it's hard to see. That, and the bottom one. And then that, and that. Alright, so they're all selected. Get a colour picker, put the colour on. Oh, I forgot some. So. Colour, and then just make it a little bit lighter, I think. Like that. That's a nice colour. If I change the frame, I might change the frame to match that actually. That's a better colour. That's a better colour. Sort of. Yeah. I'll make that. I'll save that colour. That's better. Yeah. Alright. So that. That. We'll turn that into that colour. Oops. Huh. Didn't do it. Oh, hang on, yes it did. Why is it doing that? Have I got doubles? I got doubles. Why did I double it? How did I double it? Oh, okay. Delete. How did I double it? Shit. I copied it. I doubled it over. I like this colour a lot. This new colour of the palings. It's a lot more old and weathered looking. It was just, a lot of things are just chance, so I prefer that to what I had. So try that. Another one. What the actual, what's going on? How many have I got? How many fucking, hang on, I'm missing, that's weird AF. Hang on, alright, hang on, put that back. I've got some doubles. So I'm just, I'm gonna have to, go one by one. Right. That's there. No, there's another one. Oh. No, I'll do it one by one. So what the fuck's going on? Yeah, because it's, see that's flashing. It doesn't know which. That tells me there's two. It doesn't know which surface to draw. How many are there? Alright, there's that one. How many did I copy? That's fucked up. What the fuck? How many islands is there? only one. Alright, that's good. What did I do? What the fuck have I done? Well, that tells me, when it's flashing like that, it tells me that there's two surfaces exactly in the same position. So what I need to do is, and there's more than two, there's quite a few. I don't know what has happened. There's one over there too. Ooh. It's really playing up. It's there. That's there. That's there. So the window's okay. So let's do the door. That's there. That's there. They're all good. It's only the frame seems to be affected. Alright. So basically what you got to do is click it and click delete. And if it disappears, go one back and it'll come back. Alright, so that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so do this leg. If you delete it and it stays there, you know that you've deleted the copy, but there's something else still there. There you go. Fucking hell. How did I do that? Alright. This one. I did that before. Did that before. Did that before. How many roofs there are? That's fine. It seems to be only the I've deleted the the frame. Okay, this one is obviously it's not supposed to be there. Yeah, there's only two of those. Maybe I got rid of one before. That's fine. That's fine. It's sort of different colours. Oh, hang on, what's the colour going on here? Oh, yeah, there we go. Now can I do it? Yeah, that's better. Yeah. That one. I need that. Alright, so we'll give that colour. Okay, and that one proper colour. That one that's different wood. It's because it's this wood looks different. I could change it to oh shit. I could change it to that wood and then change it to the colour. No? It doesn't like that. I don't like that look. Oh, it's this one. Shit. No, it's that one. That one. There we go. Right. So I'll change those frames. Oh wait. Don't change the dual frame. Change just those frames. So that. Hang on. Change that one and that one, they're fine. Do that colour. Change that one and that one to the up and down and do the colour. Yeah. And I think leave the door the colour it is. Yep. Alright, that's better. Is the roof okay? How many roofs have I got? Just the one, okay. Alright, save the fuck out of that before it fucks up. Beach. Public. Putting in a shack, yes. Alright. Okay, so we've got, yeah, that looks like a shack, doesn't it? With that wood on it and that colour. That's no good. It's got to go back. Like that. Yep. Okay. Now I've got to put some stairs in. So I'll put this. I'll use this one. Copy. It's taking longer than I thought. I've got a step. One step first. I don't want a porch or anything, I just want basically a way to get in and out. So, and then I'm going to put the couch maybe here. No, I'll just put the couch in the front of it. Alright. So one step like so. Like that. Alright, and then I'm hoping I can just make steps that work without doing steps. We shall see. I'll make them a little bit thicker. So touchy. Alright. Is that right on that side? Not really. It should be like that. Alright. I'll copy that. Oh, it's on an angle. Yeah, alright, I'm going to have to do it this way. That way. And then do it the same. Yeah, I can't just shift it around, it's going to be all over the place. And stairs, when you're making stairs, they've got to be even, otherwise the avatars won't walk up them. I'll get stuck. Sort of go like that. Down a bit. Like that. Get you out the way. How does that look like with the wood? Does it look okay? Wood. This one. Yep, looks fine. It's drawing a different colour to the other ones. I don't know why. Right, that's fine. So undo that. Next one. Copy. Sync it. I can sync it down. I guess. But I have to make. It may work as steps without putting steps in. I'm not sure. Are they even? Yep. And then do it this way. Okay. Then copy. Lower it down. Sort of. And then out. A bit under. Can I walk down those? Oh, they work. Okay. I don't have to make steps. Like there's a step prop you can get which these work on their own, so that's fine. It's going to be a little bit, if they're too steep they won't work, so I'm going to have to just keep doing it like this. Copy down. Do. I guess. I'm just eyeballing it because yeah. I could use Snap Step. No. It goes too far. You can get up and down, that's all I care about. Alright, and then we're nearly to the, because it's dropping down anyway. It's just giving me the shits. No, fuck this. Fuck this. This is too much, like hard work. I'm gonna put a stair prop in and just put wood on it. I think this one will do. Just make it out, because then I would have to make a frame for it and a box it in and all this shit. So no, I'm not doing that. This one should work, and I can stretch it out anyway in one go. So it goes like that. pretty much. Yep, and then just, that should work. If I just stretch it out and just stretch it down like that, and stretch it out a bit further. That's much easier. Alright, and I'll just widen it to make it fit the door. As the sand looks like the sand's gone on it. Yeah. How's that? Is that too thick? Is that a little thick? I think it's a little. Yeah. Put the wood on it, does it look? That's alright. Yeah, no, it's too wide. Get back. Yep. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. It's a shack. Alright. Alright, what does it look like from the beach? It's not as ramshackle as I wanted it to be. I wanted it to look like it was almost falling apart. But it serves its purpose, I guess. I want to get rid of this, this, and this. Just want to shunt them out of the way for a minute. So they're not where I'm looking. Oh. Yeah, it sort of blends in a bit, doesn't it? I can put a bush. No, I don't want a bush. I just want it to look like desolate. I don't want flowers and stuff around it. No, that'll do. Just wondering if that other stair prop is a little thinner looking. This one. Let me try. It's got smaller stairs. I don't think it's actually any. Does that look better? That'll look better. Does that look better? The stairs. Where'd they go? I'll put them into the. Oh, gee. put them into the, I think those stairs look better. Doesn't even work. I think they look better though. I've done something to the code. You have to stretch the stairs for them to work. I don't know why. I think they look better than those ones. Let me see. Yeah, I think they look a bit more realistic than the thicker ones. Wood. Wood. Colour. I think they look better. Yeah. They look better. Yeah, they look better. Alright, those ones can go. Yeah, that looks just a little bit more realistic. And they work fine. Yeah, it looks a little finer, like a little, not so clunky, not so chunky. Click the back of the wall you go in. Alright, so that'll do. I'm not going to widen them, that's fine. It's fine, 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 fine. I like the roof, that's okay. I don't need to change the roof. I like the door frames being darker, so that's fine. Alrighty, okay. So, now what I want to do is dress it and light it. So let me get rid of these. We don't need these. So that, and that. We can delete. Yeah, that colour's better, isn't it? Yeah. The gaps. Sort of like a cabin. I was hoping really that it would be more like falling apart, like made like a humpy. There's something called a humpy I've heard of, which is just what's this? This ain't right. What's that doing like that? It's supposed to be that way. That's right. And this one too. Huh. There you go. It's a little bit over. It's just basically some sort of temporary shelter someone's thrown together with a few boards and stuff. This looks a little bit more pristine and neat than I really wanted, but look, just for people to shag inside. Alright, so save to file, beach, public, check in, save. And now I've got to get out of here and go and get the bed that I made elsewhere. So let me load from file. Okay, Auto Club. Let me go to the. Oops, shit. Go to the dungeon and get the bed out. It's only two items, so it's only. But I love the colour, and the size and everything is just right. So this and that. That's the bed command is in exactly the right spot. The mattress I've made, I like the colour, I like it's grotty looking, it's great. These are mats I've got around here because you can't, something about the rocks if you're in a animation and you click the ground, it won't work, it won't get you out of it. I've changed something, so I had to add these mats around it to click on, and the same there and there to get up, but we don't need those. So just go back here, I'll just copy it, get right up, lift that up, no. Lift it up, up, and put cube under it. Like that. This just saves me making it all over again. So, because I like it the way it is. The size is perfect. The placement of the command has been tested out, the bed command. Materials. Alright, let me just go, no, save, anything else, fuck off, you fucking, no. Blow it out your ass. Jesus. Sorry, I didn't say Jesus. Sorry. Ugh. It's sacrilegious. I try not to say holy words in any other than a respectful way. So, sorry about that. So I've just got those three. So save. Is that right? Okay. Save selected to file. It is frustrating, I tell you what. Alright, mattress bed. Bed. Save. Okay. Ugh. Right. Load from file. Beach. Public. Okay, now I'm going to have to run around again. Okay. So I want to test it out. See what it looks like. It takes long enough as it is to make stuff and do it and fiddle around and get it right how you want it without the system fucking up and doing spazzing out and doing really weird things and wasting your time even more. Like really. Yeah, you can run around this beach forever. Or walk around it, do your thinking. Yeah, it's a bad line there, but I can't do much about it. You see this line anyway where it's drawing it for you. There's another line. Oh, that's a bad one. Shit, I have to fix that. I won't do it now. What's that floating in the air? What is that floating in the air? Oh, that's the floor I decided I didn't want to keep. That's the floor, okay. Because that looked better than that. Alright, I can get rid of that. Alright. I thought something had flipped across without. Alright. I thought something had flipped across again, and it wasn't in its place anymore. Alright, we can go up. Alright, let's get the bed. Colour of the roof's great. It's fine. I don't mind it. No one's going to give a shit. Merge from file. Mattress bed. Mattress bed. I'm going to find the. There it is over there. That's why I use that massive cube. Or that square, so I can see where it is. So we just select it, nothing else selected, and just shunt it over. To the correct side. There's a little cabin down there. Lower that down. Just get rid of that, and then I can. There's enough. There's not so many pieces. I don't have to select it separately. So that and that, I can just do it on its own. Okay. Over. Spin it round. And move it. Get it in. I might have it on a bit of an angle maybe. Like someone's just thrown it in here. Alright, so get the height right. And just spin it. So it's a bit too far. It's got a collidable in it, good, so you don't go through the back of it. Right. Yep, that'll do. And you can see the sea, lovely. You can see the sea through the, so you're not totally disconnected. Okay, now put in a couch. It's fine. Put a couch in, just down here. Objects, sofa. There's a grotty one I use all the time. It's just horrible, but it looks like it could be anywhere. So it could be like abandoned or whatever. So let's put that like that, and then back. I want this sort of fairly even. I don't want this on an angle. Alright. Move forwards. Fine. I might put some sand. It's a little bit too perfect. About there. So you can sit out the front of it. It's basically the guy that wanted. I was talking to yesterday said he wanted, it's got to be basic, yeah. Said he wanted a couch on the sand. So let me put a pillow. One, and put it down. I'm using this as a texture to, object to put sand on, so even up the ground underneath it. I can't do that. Can't see that. It's no good. I'll just see. Might help. That looks stupid. Yeah, I can't do anything. All I can do is get another island and make it really tiny and really flat. Maybe I'll do that. Objects, island. It's the sand one, isn't it? Yeah. So make it really, really, really small. And really, really, really flat. Okay. And then I've got the same colour as the ground underneath that couch. And I can hopefully, I'm not sure, hopefully it might work. Anyway. Down. Fuck off. Down. Slide that over. Lift it up. Pull it down. Slide it back. Like that. So the rest of it's hidden under this part. down so it sort of goes into the ground like that. Down. Doesn't really work. Spin it around, I might have a better part somewhere else. This bit here maybe. It's a bit better. To go. Ugh, it isn't working, is it? Oh yeah. Yeah. There. Then it's blocking no. Oh. 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 That's better. That's better. That's better. That's better. Oh, that was lucky. Alright, let's lift it down. Something like that. And over a bit. What's it look like? Does it look fake? A little bit. If I stretch that out, like that, looks a bit better, and then lift it up again. Every time you stretch part of it, it changes other bits. It's no good. I think that looks better. Just twist that. There. Oh. No, it's still not right. Just move it over. Might do it like that. And then use the box. It's sort of close. No. No. Oh, I know what I can do. I just swivel it. Yep, that's better. Lower it. No, that's no good. I'm not going to pull that down again. Swivel it. No, I think I'll leave it at that. Looks like a pile of sand in front of it, doesn't it? There's another shape I can use, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. I think maybe the reason it's no good, it needs to be right under the house. Like this. And then stretch that out like that. There's that. That's a bit better. I think that'll do. Yeah. Alright. How's that look? Oh, no, it looks like a big lump in front of it. It's the wrong colour. It is still the wrong colour. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to lower it down. I don't think it's really in my power to that. Yeah, I tried. That'll work. Okay. No, that'll work. Move that back. That'll do. Alright, now inside I want a couple of bottles lying around, so it look like it's been, someone's been here. Alright. Spin that round. Oh no, first twist it on its. I want that. I want. There's a couple on their sides just here, so 1, 2. Oh, that won't work. 1, 2. Thanks for nothing. It won't automatically grab the floor if if it's not the bottom. Off. So there's little flies again. Alright. And then spin that round. Oh, fuck off. Really? Okay. It's in the wrong spot. Yeah, and then another one. Copy. Move it, and then spin it around. That way? Yep. And then here I want, so that's fine, just a couple of bottles at the end of the bed. Yep. And then I want a couple here as well, so I'll just bring out a new one. So it only works, this gluing thing only works, it glues it to the surface, but only works if it's at the bottom of it, not the side. So, oops. So, towards the bed. Yep. copy that, make another one just over here. If you just copy them, I'll show you. If you just make a few and just keep copying them and don't spin them, look at that. It looks as fake as shit. See? When you're doing laying out stuff. So even those two look fake. So you want to always spin them around because they wouldn't be put perfectly on the ground like that. And then we want another one on its side, so I'll just grab that one because I already did it. Shove that over here, and I probably want that facing the bed like that. Although I want the label, so fuck it, I'll just do another one. Oops. It's cramped in here, show you. Slow this down. Oh, what did I do? I didn't copy it first. Are you serious? I'm a bit grumpy today, I think. Alright, so lower that down so it's touching the floor. Until it just starts to disappear, and then lift it up a bit. So you see the whole bottle. And then, yeah, because I want the label, oops, put the label to the front at least, and maybe over it. No, just over that way. And then that way. Yeah, so there's a couple of bottles. Some bottles lying around, and is it? Here on the bed, it looks, yep, it's fine. So bottles there, and then I just want to light it so that at night time it's not like they need to see what they're doing. So lights, I think just a normal one, maybe. Oh, fuck off! Gee. Alrighty, there we go. This is just a normal light, but we're on a. I could make a lamp in the like a gas lamp. I can't be bothered. So, especially today, I'm grumpy. So, I'm just gonna. Over the top of the bed, or maybe sort of during the day. Yeah. Okay. So do it at night, and I've got to adjust this shape, the colour of this, so it's a little less. Looks more like there's a moon out. So it can be moonlight, even though it's coming from inside, it'll still look alright. So make it like a blue colour. It's a little bit bright. Bearing in mind they can change it to, it's better, they can change it, it's just got to light up when they're on the bed, but it's got to look natural, like it's not, like it's hopefully moonlight coming in or something. It's not coming from a lamp or anything. That seems okay. So that if they have it at night time, they've got like light on themselves. Okay, so let me I need to test that out when you're lying on the bed. So save to file, beach, public, putting in shack, and let's go in. Oops, close that. Oh, don't close that. Save that as a colour. Then go in. Oh, wrong colour, wrong time. Sorry, wrong time of day. Sorry. Whatever time of day you set it as, it will save that in the file. That was my fault. I always have it as daylight, so I'll save it again. Save to file, beach, public, yes, lovely. Go back in. Alright, so let's have a look, and we should be done. It's probably been about 2 hours. So BitChute ain't going to like this one. YouTube will be happy. See, YouTube has been such a bitch to me. It's pulled down so many videos of mine. When COVID was just starting to come out, I know it's a controversial subject, but I was hearing a lot of very, very good advice that it wasn't as dangerous as they said it was, and from experts, from what you call it, immunologists, virologists, the top of the game. They've been advising the World Health Organization and stuff, but they didn't fit along with the narrative. But I was listening to alternative media. I was vetting the people I was taking notice of and seeing if they had good credentials, and they were. In any other time, would you believe them? So I wasn't just listening to anyone, and I was getting very good advice, or hearing very good advice that it wasn't as dangerous as they said it was. When the vaccine came out, it was very. I shouldn't even be saying this on YouTube but there it is over there. But the vaccine was dangerous and all of this stuff. So I started putting up videos to warn people. That looks good. To warn people about the, it's bad, I'll fix that. To warn people about, help themselves, and YouTube was such a bitch and took down so much stuff of mine. Gave me strike after strike after, oh shit, it's shining under the ground. No. It's not supposed to do that. That looks crap as fuck. Does this work? Yeah. Oh, can't get up. Let's put a mat under it. Oh my goodness. That's fine. Night time. That's good. However, I don't like it's shining under the ground. I might have to put a cover over that. That might be the best way, so you don't see it. There's a look down here. Yeah, not too bright, is it? the important thing is that is, you can see what they're doing, and you can. It's bright enough. Okay, just let me quickly fix that. So YouTube pulled down video after video after video, and I was at my wit's end. So I stopped using YouTube pretty much for everything. But it left me very, very pissed off because they have done an innumerable amount of damage. Obviously, people are reporting content, and maybe those people think that they're doing the right thing, but they're actually not. You're actually putting people's lives at risk by refusing them or denying them the I don't need one at the back. You're putting people's lives at risk by not letting them I'll just go straight now. By not letting them find the information they need. Like, a lot of people wouldn't have taken that vaccine if they'd known it was dangerous in the first place. But I think that'll work. Yep, that's better. So I'm so pissed off with this platform, YouTube. But oh, you're joking me? What have I done? What have I done? I've just copied it without. Hang on. Shit. I didn't copy it. I'm stupid. I'm so angry with them for what they did, but as far as the quality of the video for building, they can't be surpassed for the amount of data for the file size that you can upload. So I've decided what I'm going to do is just upload, to get my revenge on YouTube. I'm going to, for all the damage they've done, because even when they do something, there's no talking to them about it. They're just like this faceless entity that just does shit to you, and you've got no way to argue your case or anything. Well, there is an appeals, but it doesn't really do much. I've gone through it before. Alright, how's that? Try that. So they've been such assholes, and I'm sure many other people will agree with me. So my revenge is to upload as high files and as many files as I can, and those bastards are just going to have to keep paying out for bigger and bigger servers. If that's their policy and I can upload a big file, why not? Why don't I just use it? So I'm uploading, a very high quality file size for this, much higher than I probably need to, just to stick it to them so that they have to host it. And they're just going to have to buy bigger and bigger servers, or more and more servers for everyone. Well, they won't, not just for the stuff I put up, but it makes me feel better anyway, because they've made everyone's life a misery. They've cancelled channels for ridiculous reasons, for saying things that 8 months later were accepted as okay again. But are they going to reinstate anyone's channel? No. Are they going to apologise? No. Same with Twitter. So I'm going to upload the biggest files I can and have the most glorious high definition I can. 60 frames a second, yep, why not? Instead of 24, just put it at 60. Just do it. And yes, there it is over there. Lovely. What's it look like at night? Fine. And then, and I like the little gaps in it, it looks good. Yeah, I've got to fix these lines as well. I'll do that after I finish this. Yeah, it doesn't look so. At least you can see the window, at least, I guess, with the light inside. Shines up a bit. And the blue sort of tones, I don't really want a light in it, but I don't have any choice. I could put a shining on the shining on the roof, which I do not want. Okay, hang on. Yeah. So for things like BitChute, Odyssey, I have to use lower reses, but on YouTube, why the fuck not? Alright, let me do a 90-degree one. See if that's not really. The colour picker. And it was. Which colour was it? Colour? No, that was my shirt. What's that colour I just did before? Didn't it save it? That's my shirt colour. Was it? Oh. No. Oops. Where is it? This system at all. If I take this one out and put this one in, I'm going to have to do it over again. Blue. That's a bit. Hang on. I want that to copy it. This one is no good. This is 90 degrees. I need 135. 180 is no good. It's a very flat line. Like that. Yeah, YouTube are cunts, basically. Sorry to swear, but they've been responsible for a lot of death, needless death, by preventing people from finding out what they needed to know. Right, now that one can go. I don't think I can really use that too. This is too blue. Oh, I got the wrong one. Shit. Is that one still? night time. Is that right? Makes the floor quite blue. I think I might leave it. I think it was okay before. It was just that light on the ceiling I didn't like. I just got it too low. That's better. Blue. That's nothing. It's like a blue tinge. No, I can't. I'm gonna have to get it. Sorry, I'm sorry for taking this. Just taking so long. I'm sorry. I have to get around it. Yeah, so they've been responsible for a lot of people dying unnecessarily, because if they'd known in advance, they wouldn't have done what they did, you know. If they'd found out the information, they're only just finding out now, which is what the the powers that want to be wanted. They wanted everyone to just not know and just go ahead and be fooled and take that stupid poison. And now you've got people falling over left, right and centre, paralysis, brain damage, heart damage. It's like, it's a disaster. So but I won't go on about it, because that's what I was having things taken down for. So. But you know, all you want to do is help people. You just want to give people the information they need to help themselves. No one should be forcing anyone to do anything. Right? Everyone can make their own choices. But to make your choices, you need to weigh up the information that you've got, and you can't do that if you have no information, obviously. So yeah, it's bad, that one. It's just the shape I used for the sand. Right, let's have a look. I've got to see what I've lost my window. I guess it's a little bit sharp. I think it's better before. It's just that thing on the roof. It looks yeah. Sometimes that's what happens. Hang on. So just go back, 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 back. Yeah. That light's just better. That light's just better, and it gives you the is that right? It's not where it was. Ah, there it is. Okay, just get rid of that. Oh. That's where the window was, yeah. Yeah, that'll do, because it shows the window up. Okay, yeah, alright, that'll do. And I liked the light, it's just enough light. I didn't save the colour. Well, I thought I did, but did I save it? Yeah, I'll save it again. Save to file, beach, public, putting in shack, yes, save, and go back in. Yeah, so time of day, beach, public, putting in shack. So I'm just gonna keep uploading very big file sizes. It's just a real shame that people can't look after each other without being punished. It's pretty bad. And if you ever want to know how the Nazis got away with that shit in World War II, you've been living through it. Like, how did they get away with that? Well, people were kept in the dark, people didn't know any different, people shut up because it was too difficult. Like, we know now exactly what happened. How a government, or even the men behind the government, men and women behind the government, managed to control the public and get them to do horrific things, or have horrific things happen to them. Like, all these people have been marching to their deaths now, like now, in 2022, with that stupid jab, because they didn't know the information. How was the information, why wasn't it there? Because people were, they systematically banned people from putting it out. They took down videos, they basically burned books, Anyone someone's in the town square trying to warn people, they get arrested and carried off because they don't want anyone to hear what they're saying, etc, etc, etc. So by the time everybody finally finds out what's going on, it's all the damage has been done. It's just disgusting. Human beings are, some of them are just pieces of shit. Yeah, that's alright. I like the light through the window anyway. So, light, night time, okay, and then you walk up into here, and then you got a little bed. Yeah, that'll do. Lovely. So they can see what they're doing in the night time, and in the daytime it's not that noticeable. Anyway, cool. Alright, the only other thing I'm going to do, I'll do it off camera, is I need to add there's something back here, like a little mat or something, to stand on, because when you come down and sit on this couch, it's just the way it's coded, it won't work. If I sit on this and then I click the ground, nothing happens. They won't know that you've just got to click one of these things. They'll just go shit, 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 and then they'll re-enter the room for no reason and have to come all the way back. So I've got to put a little mat at the front of it, which I'll do off camera. Okay, well there's the shack. It's not perfect, but it serves its purpose, which is what we want. Have a quick look at it now. Does the job. There's a bit missing, that's good. Doorway, staircase, window, and you can look out at the ocean. Okie dokie, alright, finish the video and I'll come back and fix that in my own time, because I'm sure you're bored by now. Okay, all right. See you next time. Take it easy.